Hello, I'm back. Hope you had a nice Friday. Oh, looks like my microphone is doing something stupid. Just a second. Hello? Yeah, there we go. Right. Now it's detecting my microphone. I think it disconnected the other day. Anyways, I'm back. Back to oxygen not included. So yeah, let's just jump right in. It's good to be back. Right. So last time on Tuesday we got Atmo suits, so the dupes can wander around freely now. So not really sure what to do today. I mean, we're going to get some cooling set up for the oxygen, but I don't think it's going to take that long. But we might as well get started. We have the plastic now. We have a metal refinery that we can use for things. Although this steam vent is now dormant, so we're going to kind of struggle to use this. We're going to need some more steam to come from somewhere else. But yeah, now that we've got suits and we've got the oxygen to actually fill the suits, because we've got all these lovely pipes coming from all of our many electrolyzers now. Let's just start digging out the map a little bit. So are there any easy spots to dig out? Well, we can certainly dig out all of this stuff. So let's start digging this out. I want to dig out anything that isn't slime. And I'll just queue this up for now just so that people have something to do. I don't think we're going to want the tile here long term, so I guess we'll deconstruct that. And put some ladders in. I like doing the ladders just so that they can move around and you know where to set stuff so that it's relative to the base level. But yes, today we're going to do the cooling. Yeah, let's clear out some of this space. I want to grab all this gold as well. Now we've got the Atmo suits, we can actually just dig all of this stuff in the big carbon dioxide pit freely. Which should be nice. I want to make sure I'm not digging up anything slimy. I'm still hoping we find a chlorine vent, because I think the plan will be to purge all of the gases from outside the base, and then just flood the map with chlorine, and that'll deal with the slime. And then we'll do something with all the chlorine. Yeah, we want to grab all the gold. Gold is really good. So let's grab this. It'd be nice to give our dupes a bit of a break because they were a bit stressed recently, but they should be fine now. Biome's all fine. Clear that all out. Leave the slime. Usually you only get the slime lung germs on the slime itself. Very occasionally you'll get another tile that's slimy, but most of the time you'll be alright. Yeah, I'm actually cheating today. I've got a coffee again. Oh, I set this one level lower than the others. It's fine. So long as I don't accidentally dig out the slime, we'll be fine. You can remove all this abyssalite as well. Clear that space. And I'm not going to go too mad on this bit. So I'm not 100% sure what I want to do with the uranium. It's not a lot of uranium. And we're probably not going to end up with beaters over here, but I can try. So for now, I'm not going to mine any of that. Dig across here a little bit as well. There we go. And eventually we're going to get rid of all this salt water, so that should be fine. Dig this out. There we go. I'll dig these ones out as well. I've got a little Paku. Yeah, that'll do for now. Just gives them something else to do. I don't think we'll get any leaks from the Abyssalite. The Abyssalite is pretty good at resisting pressure damage. And I'll just priority 9 this area. Because I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to extend the cooling block over as far as this. So I'm probably going to tile up some of this salt water and shift it over. And I'm definitely going to want to shift it out of the way of the access shaft. That's where we're going to dig all the way down. So let's see. Might cancel this. We'll start shifting all this liquid over. I'll priority 9 this stuff as well. Because what I'd like to do is I'd just like to plot a load of steam turbines down and just make a cooling block that I'll use for a lot of stuff in general. Because we're going to bring the transformers down this way as well. And I'm going to want to cool them eventually, because these are all producing heat. There's not a huge amount, but we'll want at least like some kind of pipe to run past them. Otherwise we're going to have to remake them out of iron or whatever. Oh yeah, it's been nice. It's nice that I've got some time to stream again. I was going to record some fish tank footage on Wednesday to update the intro, but the fish were all asleep. Like they're all just swimming still in place. So I didn't really want to film them while they were napping. Actually, I think this is fine. We can just do this. Although we are going to want to dig this out fairly soon. In fact, I'm going to dig it out this side. Just dig all of that out. I need to do some cleaning on the tank as well. There's a bit too much algae growing around, but I will film some new footage. Yeah, now you guys have got the suits, we can really, really work down here. It's very, very efficient. Yeah, that could be priority 9 as well. Because ideally what I want to do is just shift all the salt water over here for now. And we'll pump it other places in future. I'll deconstruct this as well. I should also get rid of all this stuff. Although this can be priority 5. Yeah, so we can dig that out. I'm just gonna dig this out as well. Start with something fairly mild just to break me back in. Because what we'll do is we'll just put the whole block over here. And I'll probably put like a liquid lock down here to get into a steam room. And then we'll put our thermo Aquatuner and whatever else we want to produce steam in here. Well, not what we want to produce steam, but just probably all the cooling items. It probably doesn't actually need to be this big. It's actually a ladder over here as well. Just make it a little bit easier getting in here. That's the wrong button. Okay. Have we really filled all of these storage bins? That's surprising. I guess we have actually removed most of the debris from the base. That's good. What's the decor looking like? Yeah, that's not too bad. I mean, the bog buckets are really bad for decor, which is another reason to switch over to bristle blossoms. But it's not bad. We're going to put the comfy beds in today. I think we'll end up with enough plastic for that. These storage bins can all have the sweep setting. Yeah, not too bad. I need to set these to priority 9 as well. Actually, those ones not necessarily. Yeah, that should be fine. Because what I'm thinking is, I don't think we'll need much more oxygen production than this. And if we really want to expand it, we can expand it out the other way. Currently, we're just storing all of the hydrogen from the electrolyzers. So we can set up some hydrogen power as well. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put those hydrogen plants up here to sort of mirror these things. But that's not urgent. We have plenty of power. I'd like to get the cooling sorted out first, because the bog buckets are getting a little bit hot. We've got enough food for now, but I don't want all the plants to stop producing. Who's got a skill point? Hey. Yeah, we'll keep bringing you to exosuits. Everyone's got lots of morale now. That's good. I think now that people aren't getting soggy as well, that's really going to help. And just to make sure people don't go in the freezer, we're going to set those doors to no access. So they can still grab the food from outside on the ladder, but they'll just leave it in there. Well, they won't go in there. I don't think they would go in there anyways, but, you know, just in case. Some of the food isn't quite freezing. Like, we got the Swampy Delights there down to 85%. I do need to increase the gas volume in here, just so it retains a bit more heat. Or a bit less, or a bit more, or it absorbs more heat. But, yeah. Yeah, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cool all of the oxygen in here instead of adding, like, liquid pipes in here, because the liquid pipe situation in here is already quite messy. So I think we'll just leave that. Yeah, we've got 20 dupes. That is the amount that I want. We may add more dupes eventually, but for now we're good. Although the only thing is we do need Hassan to build anything, do anything operating related. Yeah, everything seems to be functioning normally. I'm really glad I didn't let the zombie spores out of here. I almost did that the other day. That would not have been good. I wonder when the iron volcano on the other planet is going to wake up. Oh, it's already woken up. Well, it doesn't seem like it's erupted. I'm hoping it's... I think it's blocked. I think we're going to need someone to come and unblock this. Although, I suppose we might as well just send someone over to grab the iron at the moment, because it's, you know, not too hot. So, we'll flip this. It's not like the water level is going to go up. And we'll send someone over just to grab the stuff in there. It's a little hot. It's a little hot to do it without an exosuit. I'll leave it for now. Actually, no, I won't leave it for now. I really want the material. Yeah, we'll send someone over. And we'll send over the mechatronics guy. So Hassan can go to the other planet. And you're not going to stay long. We're just going to get you to do one or two things. I think what we'll do is we'll crack the lid open. We'll just quickly grab it. Because there's no steam in here. It's all condensed now. We've still got an absolute ton of cool salt water in here, so we can just keep dumping that on this. But obviously if all the steam condenses, then we kind of run into trouble. There you go. So, oh, you're currently in your exosuit. That's fine. What we'll do, we'll make the most of this. We'll set this to Atmo suits. And yeah, I think we'll literally just leave the lid on. And you can go grab all the iron and put it in here. And then we'll need to let some of the water out, but not all of it. So I think we put our old trusty mesh tile back here. But we'll do that when we're finished, so that it doesn't erupt on him. So, yeah, you should be... Oh, there's no access room here. You can't actually come down here. We'll have to dig through here then. You do not have the skill to dig through that. Okay. You'll have to dig through here then. And build the ladder and go back down. That's fine. And I want you to do this all before you run out of air in your suit. Because I don't think you're breathing the atmosphere at the moment. I mean, you haven't got a blue bar, so maybe you are. We'll soon find out. Okay, well, just let you keep doing that for now. And then we built all of this, so now we can So now we can tile over here, block this liquid off, and then we can put the actual wall here and a ladder here. Yeah, that seems good. And then we can continue the shaft down. Because I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put all my metal refineries and stuff here, and that room will fill with steam and we'll remove some of the steam. I think that will all be fine. And then this will literally just be the cooling. Yeah, so now you're breathing your blue suit stuff, so we do want you to finish this rather quickly. Because we're not going to refill this immediately. No, you don't need to store blossom seeds. Thank you. So please build the ladder. Thank you. So hopefully we can get this erupting again as well. So what I'll do is I'll put the mesh tile on priority 1. And that should work. Because ultimately we're going to want to put a steam turbine on here. Well, I mean, we're actually going to want to put several steam turbines on there. But we'll get Hassan to do that once he's delivered all the iron from the other planet. I mean, maybe we'll leave a little bit. Shouldn't he be grabbing the iron? There is iron down there that you can grab. You don't need to store fertilizer. Yeah, there you go. You know what, you can actually, yeah, build that mesh tile after, because this iron's at an actual reasonable temperature. And then that's going to get dropped off over here. So then we can start queuing up a load of steel. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to make... Well, first of all, we need some more refined carbon. Let's make like 10 lots of refined carbon. And then that will be enough for 50 lots of steel. Which seems good. So let's just set this to 50. 5 tons of steel should be enough. For whatever we want to do, pretty much. So that will start getting loaded in there. That's good. Should hopefully lose a bit of its heat as well. It's realistically that if we're dropping off all this iron, it's gonna heat up this area, but I don't really mind. It's an acceptable loss. Now there is a saltwater geyser here, so I'm actually kind of tempted to make my industrial sauna here and just have this erupt into it. That seems reasonable. And then we can boil this salt water and use it for something. That probably actually makes more sense than putting it here. I don't know. Okay, well, the good news is... oh, we never quite finished that, did we? Well, I think we can deconstruct these, build this tile, and then we can start removing all this. In fact, I think we can still start removing all this. Yeah, there we go. So we'll put the pitch pump back just in case we want some salt water. Then we can build this ladder going down again. We'll just have it go all the way down here. And dig out, let's leave that. We'll dig out this. Yeah, I'm just glad everyone's in the suits now and we've got plenty of oxygen. Yeah, we have a good amount now. I like it. Oh. We do need to get people more ammo suit training. That would be nice. So I think I'm going to keep this ladder here. And I think we're just going to have the hydrogen plants outside. So I'm just going to position these like I positioned these ones here. So we'll just do something like this. And deconstruct these ladders. We'll just move these all up here. Right, what's in the pod? Bristleberries, I'll take those. I think it's still... The only thing is, I think it's convenient having the metal refinery and stuff going on here because it's so close to the base. If we send it over here, people are gonna have to... Well, people are currently leaving the base this way. I don't really want them going through the oil biome to get to the place there. We'll leave that. We'll leave this for another day. We'll put the metal refinery block here. So, I think I'm actually just going to tunnel straight through this. I don't think there's any. I don't think we're gonna need this uranium. There should be plenty of uranium on the other planet, and the beat is already harvesting it. So I'm just gonna plow straight through it. We'll melt all the stuff that's in there. And then in terms of slime lung, there's a little bit down here, but we can actually ladder past it. We can ladder all the way down here. So let's do that and explore a little bit. And then we'll stop the fire pole. So we're not digging up the slime. Actually, there's no point even doing that, is there? Yeah, we'll just continue to make that out of aluminium. Yeah, that's fine from a germ point of view. So we'll do that. Kind of want to dump all this polluted water in here first, but yeah, we could do that as well. I think we'll just do this. That ladder is kind of wonky anyways. So that should be fine. And then we'll continue the ladder up here. Why did I set this all to priority 1? That's probably not what I wanted. Yeah, let's dig this all out. And then we can start to let all this water across over here. Actually, let's leave that priority 5. We do have some food poisoning. That's not a problem. We're not electrolyzing this water. Yeah, we're okay. In the meantime, we're still just grabbing all the iron. This hasn't erupted. You're just going to be grabbing that iron for a long time, aren't you? Oh, and I want to build this hydrogen plant here so we're not filling this with coal all the time. Although we dug up so much coal, that probably isn't a huge priority. What I think I actually want to do, I could either use this hydrogen geyser to power this base in the end, or I could mix it with the natural gas pipe to send it back, because the output from these geysers isn't going to be enough to completely fill a gas pipe, and I'm pretty sure we can set it up to alternate gas pockets or gas packets so that we can send them both on the same line. But that is not a high priority task. Oh, you're out of suit air. Okay. Time to remove the suit. This water is cold now anyways, so I think you'll be fine. You can send the suit back with everything else. Yeah, it's going to be quite satisfying actually just digging out a decent chunk of this map. Provided we don't unleash slime lung everywhere. Yeah, I guess at this point I might as well just go over here as well. Actually, I don't want to dig out the ice. We can just melt all of this. Yeah, this looks good. Meanwhile, how is the steel going? Oh, we're not going to be making any steel because we've got our operator shoveling all the steel. Oh well. That can wait, I suppose. We can dig a few more of these tiles as well. That seems fine. We can actually dig all of that out as well. If we can reach across. We'll see how that goes. So long as this pump remains at the bottom, we'll be fine. I guess I'll set this to priority 5. So how much space do we actually have? Because if we're going to have a steam room, I think what we'll do is we'll have the steam turbines up here, and the steam room will be down here. So we'll put in a liquid lock as well. Probably doesn't need to be a fully fledged steam room. I mean, how many tiles have we got? We've got 23 here, so it's room for 4 turbines. And I don't think we're going to extend the SPOMs further out this way. We'll extend them out this way if we do it. So what I could do is I could just have 4 in a row here. Have them be 3 high. Insulated tile. And then have the thermal aquatuners down here. Because I want the room to be, I want the steam room for the aquatuners to be small so that the heat dissipates very quickly. Yeah, I think that's worth doing. And then we'll just put in a liquid lock over here, and that's how people get in. So, deconstruct buildings. Deconstruct all of that. We'll make this all insulated tile again. So that will be, yeah, that'll be 4 steam turbines. So that'll be enough for, that would be enough self-cooled for 2 thermal aquatuners. And I think we'll do that. And we'll fill that room with hydrogen. So what I might do is I might do a very simple liquid lock here. And then just seal it up. Because I think we'll just fill this with all the excess hydrogen we're producing here. Have a nice proper steam turbine room. And then... what priority have I set this to? Yeah, I'll set this all to 9. We need the cooling up sooner rather than later. And then what I'll do is I'll put a permanent liquid lock down here. So this whole bit will be full of oil. And then we'll seal that off like that. And then eventually we'll just seal this off and maybe stick something here. Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll actually instead of doing that, if I do this, that is 22 tiles. So what we could do is you could put the steam turbines up here, have a space in the middle, and then put the steam turbines here. Or just leave a bit of space over here. I guess we'll see. Glass forge, there we go. I don't think we strictly need any of this stuff, but people are trying to find things to do. So we'll just keep doing all the research. Let's get the mini pumps. And deconstruct these buildings as well. I think I'm going to do what I said before, and we're going to have like a cheapo liquid lock here, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter too much if the hydrogen escapes, but it'd be nice to still be able to access this. Whereas we absolutely shouldn't let any of the steam out of here, because that steam will be way hotter. Camille is idle. Okay. You just need to deconstruct this. There you go. And in terms of utilities, we have polluted water going up here. So we're not going to want this polluted water to go past it. This is just temporary. So we'll reroute this to avoid the room. And we'll just go through the insulated piping. Then steam turbine wise, we can just use lead for all of this. And we can just do 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice and easy. And I don't think we even have to move this wire for now. So I don't think I will. We should be able to get back in this room anyways. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the Aquatuners here and here. And we're going to make those out of... Well, we can probably make them out of gold. Gold for this. Because these turbines will be plenty of cooling. And they're going to be right next to them. So that should be fine. It's going to be slightly complicated when we, while we actually fill this with water. Because the liquid lock is going to be here. But once it's steam, it shouldn't be a problem. So I think what we actually do is we remove this tile for now. We let people walk up this way. And then we fill this with water. So let's just remove that for now. We'll deconstruct this one. We'll put a bottle empty here. Just while we're loading this. And then in terms of the actual liquid, we're going to have cold polluted water come out of here. No, we're not. We're going to flip this. I'm going to make these symmetrical. There we go. So one of these will be used for cooling the oxygen, and one of them will be used for something else. We'll probably find several uses for these. So that will be made of insulated pipe, and that will go... No, I don't really want it bridging in here, do I? It's kind of awkward. Actually, it's not that awkward. We'll just have the bridge. We'll just have a bridge there for this pipe. So I can go like that. The reason we don't want it bridging is we don't want to leak heat between these rooms, and a pipe bridge will do that. There we go. So that will snake in around here, so then we can... I pre-built this so we can actually just connect it up. Super easy. Like that. The incredible foresight. And then we'll just move this pipe here. And have it come up here. And then we'll have a thermosensor here. So that can be made out of lead. That shouldn't melt. Automation wire can go there. And then if it's warm, it goes in here. And if it's not warm, then we bridge it. Somehow. Okay, we do it like this. There we go. So it will always prefer the colder water, and it will let the other water through if there's room. And that should do. Nice and simple. And then the vents for the steam turbines. I think I'll just put them directly underneath. I think that makes sense. So, like this. And then this will all be radiant piping. Yeah, like that. Then this will do the same thing. We'll need to dig up some more lead in a minute. But at least we're starting to get iron from the other planet. Yeah, this all seems fine. Oh, we need our electrical engineer there. How much iron is there left for you to collect? A fair bit. Well, as far as I can tell, you did send your Atmos suit back. Yeah, it's up there. I'm going to disable this farm station because it's getting a bit hot in here now. I think we're fine having the kiln here because these Weezeworts are going to constantly be doing work. So, I think that's fine. And then we're going to need consumer lines and producer lines. So these steam turbines, I think we can put on the same producer line. So for now, I'm literally just going to go like this. Be super lazy. Because those should be about 300 watts each. And these two could be for the hydrogen plants, but we're going to need to reorganize some of these conductive wires. Oh, hold on. I don't want to build these wires out of iron. We're going to have to dig up some more lead. At least we can do that now. So now that we can dig lead, we do at least have a few more options. Well, now that we have Atmos suits, we have a few more options. So we can come in here, grab this, grab that, grab all of that, grab this. That seems really easy. There we go. That should be a decent chunk of lead. And then we can actually keep going and grab all of this. Not all of that. Whatever all of that was. That seems pretty good. No Spore Kids up here. And then we can also come down here and grab this. That should not cause any problems. So we'll let them do that for a little bit and then we'll build the wire. You made a mess. Why did you make a mess? What? Did you just not end up going to the bathroom? Did people not make it to the bathrooms? 2 people didn't make it to the bathroom. Why not? Something's wrong with the bathrooms. Well, we're gonna need to keep an eye on these then. But what's realistically going to happen is we're going to end up with polluted water down here. Which is fine. Yeah, it's going to take you a while to shift all this iron around. How much are you shifting at a time? You're shifting 1,000 kilograms, so that's not too bad. I think we'll let you keep doing this for now. We'll still need some time to build all of this. And we might as well build some temp shift plates in here as well. So I think we'll do what we did before and we'll make these out of... Actually, maybe we won't need to bother. I'd rather not build them if we don't have to. They take a lot of time to build. Yeah, these are all made out of insulated tiles. And we can just fill this with loads of salt water. And then get these turned on. I'll put the bottle empty here, and that's what we use to fill this. I want to fill this as well. So I think the best way of doing that is going to be just to overfill it and then sweep it a little bit. Oh, we'll just drop a little bit of oil in there. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll deconstruct this. We'll drop a little bit of oil in there and then we'll build a tile and then release it. We'll have a little vacuum. Right, you guys will need to sweep this. Thank you. Okay, I think that is done. Is it? Yeah, okay. What will we set this to? I think we'll set it to send green signal if above -5. That way we shouldn't get any polluted water freezing in this pipe. Salt water, enable auto bottle. And we'll just stick a load of bottle emptiers here as well. This one here will want to be a vacuum, I think. I think, generally speaking, anything that involves steam, I want to put in a vacuum. Anything that doesn't involve steam, I'm kind of okay with it not being a vacuum. Yeah, we can put a load of salt water in here. I think I'd like quite a lot, just so the thermal mass is high. I really just don't want these overheating if they're made out of gold. But it looks like we dug up all that lead, so now I can hook this up again. So these steam turbines are just going to go here. We're going to need another consumer for the thermo aquatuner, I think. Yeah. So we'll build more of these. And I might as well build another one while I'm at it. Is that wire going to get in the way of anything? Actually, let's leave that for now. Get more of these built. Okay. That is fine. We want the heavy wire to come down here as well. That's all right. Yeah, there. No. So close. And we'll put these in here. These can go like this. Yeah, there we go. Then this wire can actually come in here. I think that probably makes more sense. Then this thermo aquatuner will bring it up here. And I think I'll just have it come in here. There we go. Right, what we got? We've got high stress on the other planet. It's probably time to send you home then. We'll get pufflets. Yeah, you probably don't have a lot of morale right now. How much iron have we got left? A little bit. We'll send you home once you're finished with today. I'm beginning to feel like 4 bathrooms isn't enough for 20 dupes. Okay. There you go. So yeah, you need to go back. Yeah, go back and de-stress. Just sending some iron across to start the steel production is probably all we needed. Because we've got like 7 tons of iron here and we're just going to make that all into steel. So that will actually become 10 tons of steel because of all the other stuff we're putting in it. That's what I like about steel, is you get more steel than you get iron. I like it. Yeah, odds are we're going to end up with someone trapped in there. That's usually how it goes. But they're all in suits now, so I actually don't mind. Yeah, that'll do. We need someone to come and build all the heavy duty wire as well, because you need electrical engineering to do that. How much salt water we got in here now? Not a huge amount. Looks like we ended up with some polluted water in there. We definitely don't want that. Can we sweep all of this up? That would be nice. Also, long commutes, what's going on? Construction supply and farming supply. What is the farming supply? These things just require polluted water. Dirt for these mealwoods? Maybe. Dunno. But yeah, once we get... Let's see, how much are the beds? The beds are 200 plastic. So once we get 4,000 plastic, which we're halfway, almost halfway to, we'll give everyone the comfy beds. Don't know why that's priority 8. That should be priority 9. Yeah, at least now I've got this salt water right next to the this water. I think I'll put in up to 100 kilograms and then it'll be like 50 kilograms per tile. That's probably good enough pressure for this. Where is this polluted water coming from? Oh my god, they're still dumping it here. No, stop. Stop. Why? Oh, it's because we were originally dumping it in this giant pool here. Well, we dropped that down. I guess we'll just drop it off here. That is fine. I'll set these all to sweep. Yeah, looks like you're mostly done with this pipe, and then we can actually start, once this one's done, we can actually start diverting the polluted water. We actually want to feed the loop with polluted water as well. So, for now, I'm going to do something a bit cheeky. So for now, I'm going to break that off. And we'll connect this like this. Then we'll also disconnect that. Oh, we're going to need this to bridge on here. We're going to need this to bridge over here. So I'll yellow that, bridge that. Then that should start working. Now I can apply all of this stuff as well. So that can just go like this. This can just go like that. And then we can actually get rid of this one. Okay. Yeah, I think one more lot of this will do. With the salt water. So why is this not flowing? Oh, there we go. Sorted. So this will start filling the cooling loop with polluted water. And obviously this isn't running at the moment. Can we reach this bridge? We can. That's good. Thank you. And we can cancel that too. There we go, that's what we want. So now that isn't flowing here because it needs to connect to the bridge. Yeah, and that bridge is important so that the loop keeps flowing as well, I think. Or actually maybe this one bridge will just do that on its own. Apologies for the yawn. Yeah, that will do. That's enough of that. So I think we can seal that off now. Oh no, we don't want to seal that off. We still want people to be able to get in here. And then we need to fill this with oil. We have some oil up here, but not a lot. We do have oil here as well. We want to let all this oil out. That's a decent amount. In fact, I suppose we'll just want to grab all of this. Like, why not? Actually. That will do. Yeah, like that. And then we can still navigate across here. And then I'll just dig all of this too. No. That's fine. We'll just leave that. But I will dig all of that, because that's a decent amount of oil there as well. I can just grab it via this. Okay. Where are the Atmo suits? That one's gone. That one's gone. Looks like they've all been delivered. Oh, I think I know what's going on. I think people have been locked out of the base because we set those commands, so they just never went to the bathroom. That was why they missed it. Hmm. Oh, but we can analyze these guys now. So let's do that as well. We'll want to analyze the natural gas. And that's fine because it's just natural gas up here, so we can just let a bit more of that in. What else do we want to analyze? I'll release this at some point, but not right now. Looks like there's a geyser down here. So I should probably reveal this too. I have no idea what it could be. So we'll go look for that. We still have a lot of bleach stone off-gassing, but at this point I'm just going to let it off-gas, because I just want to fill the map with chlorine anyways. Like, that's actually pretty much the aim at this point, so that we can decontaminate all the slime. So I'm perfectly happy with that. Oh, and you've fallen asleep here because you couldn't get back in. Hmm. This one can be oil as well. Although, we'll just make you a very small amount. Yeah, we've got someone actually building the steam turbines now, that's nice. I'll priority 9 this stuff as well. I want to get these hydrogen plants put in. In fact, what I might actually do is I might change this slightly. And what I might do is I might do this. Yeah, then we can fit 4 in, and we can have 2 hydrogen generators for each electrolyzer. And that'll be enough to burn any surplus as well. So that should do. Brita's starvation. I don't think so. You've got the mealwood. You should be fine. But yeah, calories are stacking up. Stacking up and we're snacking up. And it looks like it's still staying frozen, so that's also good. I think getting this down to a much lower temperature really helped. It just gives a bigger temperature buffer, so this is probably fine now. Anywho, this loop is now full. So what I should do is I should... Oh. We can't quite bridge this, because then the bridge needs to go here. Okay. So what we'll do is, we'll do this. And then... this bridge can go like this. Then that should be fine. And then we can just hook this up like that. So I'm just going to yellow alert this just so that this gets done now. And then we can start cooling this down. In fact, we just need power. So we just need the transformers to be finished. So in terms of priority, I'm actually going to set a lot of stuff to priority 8. Yeah, that can be priority 8. Yeah, I like how this looks. We'll probably figure out something else to do there. I'm going to deconstruct this. We're just going to tar this over and then remove it. Just get a very small amount of liquid here, because we might just remove this later. But I don't mind if the hydrogen is released. I do mind if the other stuff is if the steam is released. That would be really bad. And yeah, we'll just put. I think we got so much hydrogen. I'll just put a high pressure gas vent there, and I'll just build a pipe going across here. Or just let it vent. Then we'll yellow alert this tile. Right, so there we go. Plants are being fed again. That was good because I stopped irrigating them. Now this loop is not very full. What is going on here? Oh, that's getting half and half. Okay, that's that's kind of unforeseen. Okay. Well, I think we just do that. Except we want to feed that back on. I didn't fill the loop. So I think what I actually do is I connect that down there for now. So that's going to start filling the loop again, and then we'll just disconnect it when we're done. Okay. That seems fine. We found a carbon dioxide vent. Oh boy. Oh, but there's another one over here. Okay. Well, we can analyze all of these now. And hey, this might even be useful because we're going to be ranching slicksters at some point, so maybe we can use that to start. Hello, Mr. Floating Draco. Yeah, we can just dig that out as well. Get some more lead. Okay, so this is analyzed now. So it's got to go dormant again soon. Yeah, I would prefer if this pipe was insulated. But we are filling this room with hydrogen. I didn't get rid of all the other gases. That would have been really smart. Maybe I can still do that. Let's cut this off for now. Deconstruct this. Oh, this is still connected as well. Right, I think we're done with this. to remove the oil here. Actually, I probably don't at the moment. I'll probably just leave the oil in for now. Just to gas seal this roof. Because we're going to want to vent this as well. So... I'll just put a steel pump in here, and then we can vent this room in an emergency if need be. And that can just dump into the water tank. So I can go down there. This does not need to be yellow alert. And then we can just put a regular vent here. And then we're also going to want to vent this room. But we're going to deconstruct that one. There we go. And then power-wise, we can just hook these to these. And deconstruct that later. Sounds good. Yeah, I want the hydrogen here because I want the thermal mass, and I just want it. I just want these steam turbines to not overheat. I'm not sure what we're going to put here. I could fill this with a liquid and freeze it. And then we could pump ethanol through here with this one. That's probably not a bad idea. Because we do have all the ethanol to use. Well, I say all the ethanol. We have like, what? 10 tons of ethanol? That's not a lot. But it is something. We have a little bit more around the map as well. So I could get something to sort of negative 100 and we can do something with that. We could use that to freeze all the CO2, maybe. I don't know. Seems pretty pointless. But I don't think we'd fit anything else in this little space. Only thing is, we would have to fill this with liquid preemptively. We could do that. In fact, I'm actually gonna plan around this. What we're gonna do is we're gonna shift all of this stuff so that it doesn't interfere. And then we're gonna start actually removing this stuff. Put insulated tile in here. We'll sweep this, and we'll let out a load more salt water here. We'll put in more pitcher pumps here and just move all this salt water over. Yeah, I like this, and then we can have sort of regular coolant going through here, and then we can have frozen coolant going through here. But that does mean we're going to have to move this again. So deconstruct that. This pipe will actually go here. Why are you making... Oh, you were digging the mafic rock out. Okay, that's fine. Okay, stop. We'll deconstruct that later. Guess for now I'll do this. We'll rebuild this. In terms of power, what do we have left to do? I think we literally just need to connect the heavy watt wire. No? Oh, that just hasn't been built yet. Okay. That's fine. We're doing an Overwatch update. No. Okay, we're fine. But yeah, I think the plan will be just to fill this with all this salt water we want to get rid of. And they'll just freeze it. This is all insulated anyways. It's absorbed a fair amount of heat from that already. So... I want to put this bridge back here. And if I really wanted, I could just move... I could just use this to cool the freezers and remove the thermo regulators, but I like keeping them there. I kind of like the idea of just having a little a little AC unit just hanging off the side of the base. I quite like it. Just from an aesthetic point of view. You guys have trapped yourself in there. Unless you build that one last. Which I would highly recommend. And because we're just gonna put a mesh tile here and then we're just gonna start dumping salt water. I think that's fine. Oh, we need to deconstruct the buildings in here as well. Oh, actually, the wire can stay. I'm gonna move the wire. And then the pipe, this pipe is fine. We'll connect this. Then deconstruct this. Those are too hot now. Why? Yeah, we definitely need to start venting. We definitely need to start cooling the oxygen. I don't think this quite worked how we wanted it to. But we can build this. In fact, let's Yellow Alert build that. Because otherwise we're just pouring salt water in here. We'll just fill this all the way up. Put this bottle empty here. We'll just put a little blob of oil here again. That should create a vacuum. And we're gonna have to put liquid pipe in here as well. So I may as well deconstruct this, put in a ladder, and then we'll just build the rest of the pipe. And that will be radiant pipe. Again, we'll make it out of lead. I think lead should suffice for anything we really want to do. And then we'll just put on some insulated ends. And then we can connect that to whatever we want to connect it to. In fact, I'm going to want to connect it up here, aren't I? So the cold stuff comes out here. How's this even going to work? We're going to cool down the block of liquid using the ethanol to minus 100 or whatever. And then what? We're just going to send gas through there? I think we just send gas through there, because any liquid we send through there is going to be frozen. Yes, I think the whole point of this is just a super cool gas. So yeah, that's fine. Oh, you're trapped now. Deconstruct this. You're not trapped, you liar. But if we want to cool this... we actually want to flip this, don't we? No, I don't think we do. So what we do is... this is insulated. It then cools in here, and then comes out here. And then we do the usual business. Yeah, so we do that. I'm really glad I've finally got the hang of this. Then we put the bridge here. We put this sensor here. We set that to... what's the freezing point of ethanol? Minus 114. So we set it to minus 100. And then this block of ice will be super cold. And then we can just pass gases through it. Pass gas. So we'll put radiant pipe, gas pipes in here. We'll want those to be aluminium. And I don't know exactly where they're going to go for now, so we're just going to send them like that. And we'll figure out what to do with them later. But I think what we will actually do is we will use this to freeze all of the carbon dioxide and move it somewhere. I don't know. Maybe. I just kind of want to experiment with two different systems of cooling. And we've kind of got room to do both here with these two different things. But getting this oxygen to minus 20 should be sufficient. If we want to go below minus 20 for some reason, we put it through here. And the reason I'm doing that... right, let's go to this. Don't think I want any more dupes. We'll just pick the pufflet eggs. I mean, the alternative to that is you just have a thermal aquatuner pipe full of ethanol, and you pump it up wherever you want. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I just wanted to freeze a big block of ice. I just like the idea of it. We'll probably just use that to put some hydrogen here and just do a little bit of cooling. Because at least I think the advantage of doing it this way is we're getting the efficiency of the thermo aquatuner to cool a gas. I think that's the whole point of this. Because even though the thermo aquatuner is only using ethanol, that's still much more efficient than using a regulator with hydrogen. Because the regulator with hydrogen is using 240 watts to get about 40 kD2 of cooling. Whereas the thermo aquatuner full of ethanol is doing about 360. So I think this is technically more efficient. And I just wanted to do it. Okay, so this is operating now. It's blocked. We do need to let a liquid packet out. So I think we can do that by very quickly doing this. No, that's not doing anything. If I do it like this. Not sure how much is moving at a time. Okay, that seemed to do the trick. Yeah, that seems to be working. And now we're ending up with steam in here. Let's just turn this off again. Whoops. I'll just sweep that all up for now, I guess. But yeah, the gas pressure is decreasing. Some more oil in here. And this can be set to negative 100, and I'll put it on below for now, just so it doesn't activate accidentally. Power wise, we'll connect that to this one. So there may have been a better order of doing that. That will do. So what I want to do today is I want to cool the oxygen down, and I want to freeze this big block of ice. But I've realized it's going to take a while for us to dump all the liquid in here. Because at the moment we're mostly limited by the amount of pitcher pumps or bottle emptiers. So once this room is finished pumping, we'll just fill this space with bottle emptiers. And I'll just make this a mesh tile as well. And then we can have at least 3 on the go. the meantime, we're storing all that hydrogen. I could do this in the meantime. Yeah, I like that. And we'll probably keep the smart battery down there for now. It's quite neat. I'll remove this and put the bottle empty here in case we need to modify this again. Okay, I believe that's done. Yeah, we've got vacuum in there, vacuum in here. So I'm going to deconstruct that. And we'll tile this over again. And then I can put doors in. Because I'll probably want to restrict access. Yeah, I don't like this because you end up with the liquid tile on the outside. But I think that's fine. And if it leaks, it's not the end of the world, so that's fine. I'm gonna have to hook all these up as well. I think the first thing I'll do is just move these out of the way from down here. So, and I think these will all just be connected to this one wire. And then in terms of the actual gas pipe, that hydrogen can just come up here. Just feed it in like this. This natural gas pipe can just bridge over here. Like this. And we'll do the same here. Okay, there we go. The automation wire will also just go up here for all of them. Actually, I should be hiding the automation wire. That would have been really smart. Excuse me. And then I'll just cut these ones off. And yeah, in terms of power, these ones are all disconnected. I'll leave those hooked up for now, and then we'll disconnect them later. Research wise, got the mini pumps. That's good. Might as well start grabbing other stuff. Yeah, I think these rooms are coming along. We're down to milligrams of pressure. Yeah, it's just going to take us a while to fill this. Well, I want to get rid of all this salt water anyways. So I might as well move it over here and use it for a cooling block. The only thing is, if we do this with salt water, isn't it going to turn into brine and ice. I didn't consider that. Yeah, I think it will turn into brine and ice. That might be challenging. Let's actually look this up quickly. Yeah, so it turns into brine at minus 7.5. So it will stay as brine, but a little bit of ice will precipitate out. I'm kind of curious as to how that will work. Will it just freeze the ice as a tile and then just shoot the brine up here? That would be kind of stupid. And also, what is the actual mass ratio of that? So I feel like we probably can't do this with salt water, because I think most of the water is going to come out as or most of the, when it freezes, we're going to end up with a lot of ice and then a very small amount of brine. I guess that doesn't matter. I guess it's one way of extracting water from this. I'm just curious at this point. We're just doing it for science. This is just going to be an experiment just to see what actually happens. Maybe we'll do pressure damage to these tiles. That'll be fun. I'll save it before we turn this loop on. Right. These ones are done, so I can deconstruct all of this stuff. Yeah, we can deconstruct the pipe as well. That's fine. Looks like we have a load of polluted oxygen here. Oh, these things have merged over somehow. I need to turn this off. We've ended up with some contamination. Yeah, that seems fine. If I was really cheeky, what I could do is I could move the natural gas smart battery down here. I can have this be the hydrogen smart battery. There could be a reason for doing that. That would be mildly amusing. But we are going to need some different transformer lines here for these hydrogen generators. But it's not like we need a hydrogen yet, so I'm not going to bother with that. Food is decayed. That is fine. In the meantime, we'll do most of this digging down here. We haven't released any slime lung, which is very nice. Polluted water level is still going down, which is not ideal. I'll sweep this as well, just so it doesn't cause any headaches with this later on. Well, I suppose, let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3 producer lines here, so we could just hook those all up. Let's try and figure out how that would work. So I think we need to be a bit smart about this. This one should be relatively straightforward to start. Do we just try and plug them all in at the back? That seems more reasonable at this point. Issue being we can't dig through there. We can just ladder this across. So let's do that. And the neutronium here is going to cause a bottleneck for wires as well. I mean, I can just send wires through here. It's kind of messy, but it kind of gets the job done. Let's try it. So this one, we just send down like this. We would bridge all of these. So that's up the priority on those. And this could actually be priority 5, that's not a problem. And that wire can... I don't really want to bridge in here though, that's the issue. You can send that one down and around. That's technically fine. This is getting very messy. Then I think we just do this. So that's one of the lines. And I think I'd actually just connect... We've got 2 more we need to fit in. I think this one's going to have to come out this way. There's a bit here we could put a load of bridges. So let's do that. Then this wire we can change to go like this. So that would have to go like this. These do not need to be yellow LEDs. Why did I actually think this would be a good idea? Having all these conductive wires and bridges. I think I just literally send it on like this. Then these two can go like that. So that's that one. And then I've got to fit this third one in somehow. There isn't really room to put bridges here. So they'd have to go down here. Unless... what we could actually do is we could take this one and connect it here. And then this one, we can actually disconnect. We can actually deconstruct this one. And then we can bridge here. This wire can go out like this. And then... send this one out this way. And I'm just gonna be stupid and do it like this. And that technically connects up. Okay. That's really ugly. I'm fully aware of that, but it means all of our generators are all connected up to transformers. We will need to simplify this wiring at some point, but at least this will give us an absolute butt ton of power and let us use all of these and let us use all the excess hydrogen we're producing. And it's not like we're short of lead. How's the fish tank going? We have 20 fish and 3 eggs. That's not very good. You're wild! We have a wild fish in here. I guess eventually it's gonna happen. Well, that's fine. We're producing food. I'm not gonna micromanage the fish farm. We've done that before. We're not in dire straits. We'll just let them get on with it. Anyways, we've got some more reed fiber. Who's in need of a... we got 71 units now. Who's in need of a suit? We'll make one and then maybe do some primo garb for people. I'm just trying to find stuff to do while we're venting these rooms. But most of the gas is gone, to be honest. Oh, we'll enable auto bottle and the salt water. That will help. And I think all this wire is accessible, so that shouldn't be a problem. In terms of decor, even with all these bridges, the bridges add to the negative decor, but it's still not as bad as the heavy watt wire. The heavy watt wire is super bad. So I'd still rather have the heavy watt wire all hidden away in the transformer column, and then have a load of conductive wire and bridges from a decor point of view. But ultimately, we are going to need to sort these wires out. I just wanted to get it working. But yeah, we'll have all 4 of our electrolyzers online from a hydrogen point of view. We can... I would like to send hydrogen back from the other map, but it's probably not going to be necessary. And we'll just test this as soon as we fill it up. Which hopefully shouldn't be too long. In the meantime, you guys are still grabbing all of this. We have 36 tons of lead left. I suppose now is as good a time as any to grab fossil as well while we're here. That shouldn't cause any problems. I'm also just going to dig across... Oh. I'm also going to dig across here. No, we'll just ladder up. We want all that oil to come down here. So I'm going to ladder up. Probably just here. And then we're going to dig all of this out. That should do. Dig that there. And we'll just keep breaking into here and stealing all this good stuff. I'm just trying to give people stuff to do in the meantime while we're waiting for that room to clear. We're going to want all that stuff later. Yes, it's going well. I think we're past the point where the base is going to collapse. We've got loads of oxygen now. We've got food. Feeling pretty confident. So who needs a suit? Looks like we got 3 people. So we'll make 2 more suits. And then we'll have 63 reed fiber left. Each of these takes 3. So we'll actually have enough to upgrade everyone's suit. And I think we're going to give everyone the same thing. I'm not sure what it's going to be. Something related to oil. I don't know what would be related to oil. Ooh, what's going on? No power consumers. What do you mean no power consumers? Oh, the wires aren't finished. Well, whatever. These wires are getting finished very soon. Yeah, there you go. The problem with this is only the bottom 2 generators are actually connected power wire-wise to the smart battery. In the long run, it's probably better to actually have a smart battery for each of these. Probably just worth doing that. Again, we'll make these out of iron because they're going to be outside the base. And lead batteries are pretty lame. So, I think we will just do this. Then we can hook those up like this, like that. Like that. And then we can probably tidy up some of this stuff down here as well. And then we'll just disconnect all of this stuff. Put that there. We're down to micrograms in here. So pretty soon we can start emptying more salt water in here. I'm actually just gonna let's see. I'm actually just gonna yellow priority all this construction, because I don't want to waste more of this hydrogen than I need to. But it does mean I can probably rationalize these wires down here, because we won't need this wire anymore. Yeah, it won't take you guys long, I promise. Ugh. We're wasting a little bit of the natural gas. We have loads of geysers, so I'm not super concerned. We'll probably eventually put in individual smart batteries for all of these as well. But where exactly, I don't know. Oh, those wires never got built. Okay. You know what? It's bedtime. Let's prioritize those. Okay. Speed 2 time, I think. Keep waiting on these gas pumps. What we got? I'll take omelets. Mostly just stored up all the bog jelly food. These are still a little hot. I want to start cooling down the base. Not much to do at the moment, just chilling. Got loads of lead. How is that not connected? Oh, wait. Oh, I'm an idiot. I hooked up that thermo aquatuner to the wrong item. That needs to be on a consumer line, of which we have one down here. So I can actually deconstruct this. Okay. So then we can start running that. And then we can just copy the settings across here. And now that should all be... Yeah, that's good. Then we can just remove this. And then I guess in terms of wire rationalization, we just do this. Yeah, there we go. Steel. Why do we only have 30 of steel? What did I spend steel on? I bet I made something out of steel by accident. Oh, that's gonna be annoying. I don't know what I made out of steel. I don't think I'll ever know, in all honesty. Meh. Meh. I'm sure we're fine. We haven't made any more, so it's not a lot. Whatever it is. Yeah, because if I go to the colony report, in terms of power wastage, yeah, we wasted. Well, I mean, we wasted a lot of hydrogen that day. We are wasting a little bit of natural gas just because it's not all hooked up to the smart batteries. Only thing is, there isn't really room to fit 3 batteries in here. Because I need this ladder to be here so they can actually get up here. I want the bottle empty here so I can drop off extra petroleum. I think there may be a way to do it. So we'll do this for now, and it's going to look super ugly. But at least that way it keeps everything contained to the room. So I'm gonna build a... No, that doesn't need to be yellow alert. I'm gonna have this ladder. We can't ladder all the way around there. Okay, that doesn't work then. Bollocks. We can put a smart battery down here. Then that one can just go like that. And then deconstruct this wire. And we just need one more. Well, 2 is better than 1 for now. We can disable those ones for now. Man, I've got itchy eyes today. Just keep queuing up the research. Might as well do that. You just hook that up straight across like that. You know what? I'm just gonna cop out. I'm gonna put the other battery here. It already goes there anyways. So, yeah. Well, it almost worked. I'm gonna yellow alert this stuff. But I basically just don't want to waste any more power. That's what it comes down to. We also don't need these. We'll just put a door there. Not long left to go on these gas pumps. But this one we'll leave in, just in case we need to get rid of steam. What I could do as well is I could put some storage bins in here, because we'll have dupe access. I can get them to drop off ice in here if we need more steam. And that seems like a pretty good way of getting rid of polluted ice as well. Because that will just evaporate. We still haven't got another oxyfern seed. I'm kind of triggered. Yeah, it shouldn't be long at all until we can just turn this on. But what we could do as well is we could also hook up the ethanol. So that will come out of here. And we'll just send that straight down here. Actually, we'll do this. There we go. Oh my god, May, no, not you. you can drop it, May. Just go to the loo. I'm sorry, that one's on me. The curse of the yellow alert. We've almost got enough plastic to give everyone the comfy beds as well. So that is definitely something else we'll be doing today. Yeah, let's go back to speed 2. We'll make everyone the primo garb in a minute. In terms of fertilizer, we've actually run out, so we spent it all on this food, but I think that's probably worth it. I'm going to set this to 50 again. Because we do want more steam in here. And we do need more fertilizer, so that is fine. Then this battery we can copy across. So that should be everything hooked up correctly now. Yeah, that's fine for now. Maybe long term we'll just put the batteries here and move the canister filler in here. That might make more sense. I don't know. This is all going to be a steam room anyways. Yeah, we'll just leave these bins empty for now. I'm going to close my blind. Oh, we're so close. So close to vacuum. Right, and I guess what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through the dupes and get them to drop their suits. And then we'll start making all of the primo garb. No, not suit, clothing. My bad. I put clothes. I put clothes. 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 And then we'll make the primo garb. So once we've done this, we should just have 20 snazzy suits running around. Or available, rather. There you go. Hey. Clothing. Yeah, there we go, that's fine. So we have 20 snazzy suits available now. So what do we want to give everyone? Classic cummerbund sounds tempting. Want it to be something oil related. You know what? We're going to make 20 classic cummerbunds. Everyone will be fancy. Everyone will be fancy. That is absolutely fine. I think I think the screenshot for the end of today will be the comfy beds and the primo garb. I'll just get a nice close up of fancy dupes. I guess I'll just do a zoom in like this. And then we can start putting paintings in places. Because we do have a Masterworks dupe and we should probably use them. In fact, it's probably worth me putting metal statues in here just to absorb more chill as well. That would be good. We got polluted water in here because... Oh. We dumped too much polluted water in there. We need to... yeah, we need to make more steel again. We're going to have to evaporate all this. This is dormant for another 30 cycles, so it shouldn't matter. And I suppose we'll just sweep that. What's overheating? Tell me. Is it a transformer? Let's see. It's not going to tell me now, is it? Ah, bollocks, I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, it is a transformer. Okay. We're gonna have to remake those out of refined metal at some point. What is the temperature overlay like anyways? So, ranches are cool. The farms aren't quite as cool. Freezers are cool. The rest of the base is quite hot. Well, it should hopefully change once we drop the stuff in. So this will cool the base and the suits and everything. We've got ethanol coming in here now, so I can deconstruct that. And I can send this back up here. That sounds fine. This is no longer working. So in terms of gas, we just have a little bit of polluted oxygen left. A little bit of carbon dioxide that's slowly getting vacuum pressured out. It's quite satisfying watching the gases just disappear. We've still got a pocket here. How do I get rid of that? Do I just release it and pump it out again? Because it's gonna take longer. Do I just try and delete it somehow? I think that's what we do. If we just push it down here, that should delete it, I think. Yeah, now we can deconstruct this. So again, we can deconstruct this pipe. Power line we can deconstruct. And then we can put in more of these things. We'll probably need to let a little bit of ethanol out of here. This gas should just get deleted by the vacuum pressure up here, so I'm not even going to worry about it. Okay. I'm going to need to get rid of that oil. And we'll have to do that later. Which is fine. I'm just gonna disable auto repair on this, and then if it breaks, we'll replace it. I think that sounds good for now. But yeah, who's doing this? Pei is, because she's a decorator. That is fine. You can decorate everyone's clothes. This seems fine. We just got a spare bit of crude oil in here. But now we can put in some more of these, so that should speed up filling this block. And the important thing is that there's now no liquid in, there's no gas in here, so we can make steam. Although it's not insulated yet, so we have to wait to fill this. That is fine. And there is deleting the gas, so we can just tile this in and then remove all of this and then sort this out. But this should fill up a lot more quickly once we've got 3 pitcher pumps on the job. I could even just put a pump in here. That probably also makes sense. So for now, we'll... yeah, for now we'll just do this. Oh, we don't have anywhere to drop the... to vent it. Actually, we can vent it here for now. We can be very cheeky. So, deconstruct, deconstruct. pliers. Pipe up here. And that can just go like this. The issue being there's a lot of regular water in there, so we'll want to sweep that up as well. Okay. So that gas is all gone. So now we can deconstruct these. We'll remove the we'll remove all this later. Actually, you know what? If we're going to the effort of doing this, let's just dig this out and do it properly. There we go. And no one can reach that tile. So we need to ladder here. Okay, so now we can sweep the oil out of here. So I'm just going to yellow alert that quickly. We can make sure it's just salt water in here. We can see what happens if we try and freeze it all. I don't think I've ever frozen salt water, so I'm just curious. We've got another hour and a bit, so I want to test it out. Okay, there we go. That will do. So we actually need to put the mesh tile here now. So I'm going to yellow alert this. Because we need to grab that water before the salt water disappears. And then later on, what will actually happen is this will be the steam turbine pipe. And then we'll just send that down here. That can be insulated pipe as well. This is not turned on because that's correct. Ah, it's good. I haven't been at this stage in the game in a while where we're actually testing out physicsy things. I like it. But I think this is going to be a nice cooling system. Okay, and now we're going to want to sweep all this, just to avoid putting water in here by accident. Because I want to see exactly what happens with the water and the ice and the brine in here. What I'm thinking is we'll end up freezing all of the salt water as ice tiles, and then it will turn to brine. But yeah, if you're doing this yourself, definitely just do this with water. Don't bother with salt water. I'm just doing it because I want to get rid of the salt water, and I'm just kind of curious. And this is another thing you can do. If you've got a body of liquid, and you've got a liquid on the surface that you want to get rid of, you just put a mesh tile down, and you can sweep that liquid off the surface. And you can get it. You can get almost all of the liquid out. It takes a little bit of sweeping, but it's mostly very efficient. So I'm just going to set it as a priority now. Because we can wait until this goes all the way down to 0, and that probably won't happen until next cycle. But yeah, I want to fill this all the way because I'm aware that if this does turn to ice, and it doesn't freeze, then we're going to have a lot less liquid in here. Yeah, this steam is all evaporated now, which is good. Not enough steam. Ah, we've ended up with polluted oxygen here again. That does tend to happen when you put polluted water in here. So I think the solution to this is putting a gas pump in here and turning it on only when it detects polluted oxygen. I'll take a Volp up. I'm just not taking on any more dupes until we actually get the get another base up. But yeah, we've got all the plastic now. So cycle 200, we can put in all of the comfy beds. Should be nice. So yeah, you can deconstruct these. Looks like people mostly made it to bed. Yeah, this is fine. It's quite satisfying just watching them all wake up at different times. Seeing their morning routines. Yeah, there you go. We'll eventually put the comfy beds in for everyone as well. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I think you're mostly getting good water. So this is probably going to fill up within the next 5 cycles. So we'll go for another 5 cycles. And in the meantime, we can get a few more of these little bits done. So comfy beds. Yes. There we go. We found another buddy bud as well. We just want one more in here. So a lot of these bedrooms are getting this the scent of buddy buds. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to put airflow tiles here, just so the buddy buds can waft into all of the bedrooms, because we want the pleasant scent in this whole side of the base. I'm probably actually going to do the same thing here. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, beds. So now you're going to get the barracks? Oh, you need a decor item, don't you? Yes. So we have aeropods. It'll be 200 per room. We have 20 rooms, so we can just make a load of aeropods. So I think that's what we'll do. And we will, because the dupes are always going to be spending time in here. And we just got the diamond. There's a lot of diamond on this map, so I'm not too worried about that. And then we'll just put some nice seeds in there. I'm not sure exactly what that'll be. We'll need 80 of them. So what seeds do we have? Let's see. So seeds wise, we have, it's gonna want to be something that we can have in a cooler environment. In terms of decorative seeds, mirth leaves will do down to 20 degrees. I think we mostly want, like, the briars. How many do we have on the other planet? Not many. We may struggle to get that many seeds. Well, we'll see. I mean, I think the aero tiles will actually do the job for now. Oh yeah, this is filled up a lot. This is going to get there very soon. And we got most of the water, but not all of it, which is fine. So yeah, we're going to want to cool our water as well. We're going to want to cool water if we're sending it up here to Bristle Blossoms. But we'll figure that out later. What I could do is I could just replace this bit here with a metal tile once it's frozen, and we can run the water through that metal tile bit. That would probably work. And then obviously it would cool down all the gas out here a lot, but that's fine. Oh, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'll experiment with this first, and then we'll do the actual practical base cooling later. So, yeah, these are now bedrooms. It's funny because there's a lot of effort because you need the comfy bed, which is plastic, and it only gives you an extra +1 morale. It seems like kind of a raw deal. Yeah, so I think I'm going to need a steel pump, a gas pipe, a vent, probably just a regular vent, and then a gas element sensor. And then that can connect on here. And that needs to be set to polluted oxygen. And that will let a little bit of water out of here, but I'm fine with that. This vacuum will collapse immediately once the liquid flows, so no awkward air bubbles. Yeah, mallow seeds seem like a pretty good idea. We can tweak the thermostat on this cooling loop to get the air base temperature to what we want it. But I think I'm going to err on the side of making it a bit cool. Because these plants will grow down to 10 degrees. These plants will grow down to 10 degrees. So we'll do a little bit of initial cooling just to get the whole area down. And then we'll raise it up slightly. But I'm sure as we demolish more and more of the map, we'll come across more seeds. We could, yeah, like there's probably loads of mallow seeds in there. Okay, let's speed to it. Yeah, I'm going to try and fill this all the way up. That shouldn't take too long. We have a large amount of hydrogen stored now. Also, what's the power wastage? Power wastage seems to be very low. I don't think we're wasting any power now. Yeah, that's really good. We're not wasting any power anymore. Nice. So we're just going to end up with an absolute ton of hydrogen and natural gas. In the meantime, we'll just keep dumping all the salt water in here. We can let it overflow for a little bit as well, and then it will recede back. I just want to get rid of it all out of here, to be honest. I'm even gonna dig this up. Oh, whoops. Yeah, let's just do that. Who's idle? People are really running out of stuff to do, huh? I guess back to research. You guys are still running out of stuff to do. I guess we continue demolishing biomes. We want all this stuff, don't we? Actually, we can just demolish all of this. I don't care where that salt water goes. This can all be priority 5 though. We're just going to end up with a load of jungle juice at the bottom of the map, but I don't really mind. We'll sort that all out later. As long as it doesn't end up in here, we'll be fine. So that will do. There you go. Very snazzy. And you guys are going to need to repair Atmo suits as well. So let's queue that up. You're making all the fashion items. Very good. We got the first one. So I think it's appropriate that Pei wears that. She's the one making them all. Ta-da. Very smart. How's this looking? It looks like we did end up with a little bit of water in there. That's fine. It's going to be such a small amount of water in there, it's probably not going to matter. We can also demolish all of this. I want to keep this all separate, so the rest of that stuff can stay. And there's a load of stuff we can just deconstruct here. In fact, let's just dig to here. Because I want to go and investigate what's in this room. That should work. Yeah, that'll do for now. So this needs to be set to polluted oxygen. So let's see how effectively this works. I mean, what's realistically going to happen is it's going to grab a small amount of polluted oxygen, a large amount of steam. But it's going to be too hot for us to put a mini pump in there. So I guess that will do. But the important thing is that it just breaks up that top layer. So that will drop some water, which will end up accumulating. That's fine. That's going down quite quickly. That's going down quite quickly. Yeah, I do still need people to do this, but people are going to go do that. And we can dig all this as well. That is fine. Looks like we analysed this geyser, so that's going to erupt in 10 cycles. We didn't let any other gases in here, that's good. It looks like it's going to take pay forever to make those cummerbunds. It's just not very high on our list. It's operating, so maybe if I prioritize pays operating higher, that will help. And I'll set the metal refinery to 8. So that should now be at the top of pays list. Probably going to take a while to freeze all this salt water as well. But at least it's at a reasonable temperature. Oh, and this needs to be set to polluted water. Okay, what's going on with this room now? Okay, so there's one little packet of polluted oxygen wandering around. So the steam turbine is still working. And then eventually... Yeah, if there's one little packet, this setup probably won't catch it. But so long as it doesn't settle into a boundary layer, that's what we're trying to stop. So that's fine. So that's actually going to be at like 80% capacity. Which is actually fine. That's not a problem. Okay, that'll do. So I think we just speed to it again. What's the fish doing in here now? Yeah, that fish is tame. That fish is tame. So the number of eggs is increasing again. We have a load of critters in here that we can use. This one also needs wrangling. And these ranches are still full. This is good. Yeah, Pei is doing this now. So we'll go to cycle 205 and hopefully Pei will have all the things done by then. You're getting the lit workspace thing as well. The problem is it's an operating attribute and your machinery skill is very low. So hopefully it will go up. Every little bit will help. But getting an operator that has aesthetic design or whatever it is you need to use this thing is actually very complicated. Well, not complicated, it's just a niche skill set that you probably wouldn't use otherwise. But yeah, this will be done soon. Is there anything else we want to dig out? I could start digging out down here as well. It's probably fine. But I do just really want to start clearing the map. This is hot. I don't think that's going to cause any issues. There already is a heat leak here, so I don't think that's going to cause any issues. We'll just dig up to there for now. There we go. Okay, how are we on the level here? We're nearly full. So I'll let this fill up a little bit more and then we'll start freezing it. And the experiment can begin. But yeah, I think long term I will use this for just cooling gases. We'll freeze this, pass gas through the radiant gas pipes, and then send it wherever we want. It won't be quite cold enough for liquid hydrogen. Obviously, it's not what we're going for with this, but definitely cold enough for... What is it though? What is that plant that requires it to be really cold? Sleep wheat. Is it sleep wheat? I mean, sleep wheat can go down to minus 55, but it needs to be pumped with liquid water, so that's probably not going to happen. Nosh beans, is that it? Nosh beans go down to minus 25. And they require ethanol. We're probably not going to do nosh beans. The Saturn critter traps require it to be very cold. Ah, this is what we do. We take all of our excess critters and we'll feed them to Saturn critter traps and produce hydrogen. That's what we'll do. I haven't used these plants yet either, but that seems like the perfect excuse. Get them super cold, feed them a little bit of polluted water, and then they'll just eat all the excess critters, turn them into hydrogen. I like it. Right, we're very near done on this. In fact, I'm actually just going to deconstruct these now. I think it's about time. Hold on, is that done? Yeah, we drained that whole okay, that's fine. We drained that whole liquid patch. I guess we are done then. That will have to do. So we can disconnect this. I'll leave the pipe in there for now. And then we can actually put the steam turbine in and actually just close off these rooms. And hopefully actually get our cooling systems online. Like our proper ones. Because basically, so far, we've had a thermoregulator here that's just cooling the freezers. Only a little bit's required, so that will do. And then we've got one up here that is just chilling the mealwood specifically for the Drecos. But what we're going to do is we're going to use this thermal aquatuner full of polluted water to cool down the oxygen coming out of the electrolyzers. And then that will just fill the base with a nice temperature of oxygen. And these guys will breathe in plenty. They'll go into suits as well. Seems good. And then this aquatuner will pump ethanol through this block of salt water, freeze it, and then we can pass the gases through here later. And that should be more efficient technically than using the regulators. But I'm just honestly kind of curious because I've never frozen salt water. I had this random space here between the bottom of the electrolyzers and the steam bit anyways, so I thought, why not? We'll just have a little science experiment here. But yeah, that'll do. So I think what that means is we can build these as insulated tiles, build over these, and then we can just deconstruct this. And what are we going to print? I guess thimbleweed seeds. Looks like this transformer is almost broken, so I think we're just going to have to replace this. I'll yellow alert that so I don't forget. Oh, that polluted oxygen is just being annoying. Hopefully it will just get sucked up at some point. And yeah, we can sweep this up. Sweep this little blob of oil. And put this tile back down, and then we can just put the steam turbine in. And we have got a little bit more plastic for that, so that's good. These rooms are both vacuums, so once this is sealed, we can start pumping in the hydrogen here. And then we can actually get this working. And I'm very curious as to what's going to happen. I'm hoping what happens is that the ice solidifies. And no, I'm not sure what I'm hoping for. I guess we'll find out. Then I guess we'll sweep this water off here. Although, actually, we don't need to sweep the water off here. That'll evaporate. That actually works out really well. So we need a little bit of salt water in here just to start this up. Oh, we have loads of ice. Where's all this ice? Where did that come from? Oh, we just made it and left it in the ice makers. How convenient. Okay. I guess we'll just build a load of ice temperature plates in here. That is fine. And we'll just build those behind the thermoaquatuners. So I guess just do it like this. Seems good. And if we need to fill it up with more steam, we can either build the temperature plates or we can just put it in here. Okay, so we can hook the hydrogen back up. So feel free to fill this room with excess hydrogen. It's going to start quite hot, but I think the overall effect will be to cool it. I don't think that's going to break this thing. Let's have a look. If we end up with gas in here, that's a problem. Yeah, we're fine. The oil is keeping it in check. Okay. So we're going to fill this room with an absolute ton of hydrogen just because we can. And that's going to help regulate the temperature of these steam turbines. And then once we build all of this ice in here, we can just turn this on. I think what I'll need to do is I'll need to turn this one on first, just to get a little bit of steam in here, and then these will all start to melt. Because I don't think they'll actually melt if this is operating in a vacuum. But we'll build them like this anyways, because I think it'll distribute the chill quicker. Actually seems to be cooling down these insulated tiles here. They are heating up slightly. Well, I guess it's fine. Okay, I think I'll just turn this one on then. So this one needs to be set to above 100 degrees. See what happens. So the ethanol will go through the machine. So the loop is now working as intended, so that is cooling the ethanol. This is heating up. We're getting a little bit of steam, and that's going to immediately condense. This is going to overheat immediately. There's not enough gas pressure. Okay. Maybe we need to let a little bit more water in here. Oh, this is still overheating. Yeah, it's going to take them a while. I think I just need to pump some more... Put some more water in here. Oh, and that slipped in here and broke the vacuum. Okay. That's not what we wanted. If I put this here... We can put some more water in here and start cooling this down. Hopefully, do something about this. I think what I would probably do is do some tiling shenanigans. So we would just put some... I think at this stage we just put some regular water in there. What's the easiest for us to pitch a pump? Probably still salt water. That could be set to... Yeah, that's set to 5. So Max is currently doing that. You're kind of the wrong person for the job. And we'll keep researching, so... Whatever's next, Radbot containment, I suppose. Artifact analysis. We haven't actually found any artifacts yet. But this is a building I want to put somewhere. We'll probably put it over here, instead of the incubators. Oh, I think we're just gonna attack that guy. Right, who's actually dropping that off? I don't think anyone is. I guess we'll wait until next cycle. Looks like all the gas is gone. Okay, that's good. I've got a little bit of steel. We've got more plastic yet again. So I think for now the plan will be to continue expanding the ladder. Just bring this one down here. A bit of poor timing for that, because that would have been very useful building all this stuff earlier. But that's fine. Yeah, you get the comfy beds. Yeah, and I think it's this tile that gives everyone the tickle tootsies. So we'll put a carpet on each of these beds. Actually, maybe I could put the artifact analysis station here. We don't necessarily need the skill scrubber here. Anyways, yeah, you guys need to do this. Just need a little bit of extra water in here. And I'll let you repair this as well. Thank you. Oh, it looks like we need another Draco. That is fine. Yes, this should work now. Yeah, now that all the ice is melting. Yeah, that's good. Right. Actually, we don't need to deconstruct that. We can leave that there. But that water in there will be a problem. So I think what I want to... I want to be very careful. I don't want to accidentally let all the steam out. So I think what we do is we evaporate it all first, and then we... Let's deconstruct this. I think I could turn these on now. I'm gonna save it just in case. And then we'll flip these both on. So they're both operating continuously. They're both cooling stuff down. They're both obviously heating up. There's enough water that I think these things are all right. This is still filling with hydrogen. Yeah, so feel free to repair this. Wait, why is the Aquatuner itself cooling down? What? Okay, there we go. Now it's working again. It's probably just all the cold water slooshing its way over there. So now this is going to cool down, but that's going to take a while. So we may have to leave this for quite a while. But at least the project started, and I'm using that mod. I'm using the tinted Aquatuners mod, so I can tell this one's full of polluted water, and this one is full of ethanol. So that will help me remember which loop is which. In the meantime, this is going in at 38. It's coming out at 52. So we're certainly putting in work cooling this. Is it enough to cool all of this oxygen? Not 100% sure. There's a lot of oxygen stored up in here. So we're cooling down a lot of gas at the moment. I think it's working. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But this water is going to take a while to heat up because there's a lot of it in here now. So we're going to want to... I think we're just going to want to fill this with oil again. So let's do that. We'll just fill it all the way up with oil. I mean, we did just dump a lot of ice in here, so it's going to take a while to actually heat up all this water. Thankfully, these things don't seem to be getting too hot. I think we may be kind of there. In the meantime, refractionating-wise, we've got 12 more to do. So probably won't be done quite this cycle. I think we just speed to it. I think I want to come over here and explore as well. So I'm just gonna dig here. And see what we find. Yeah, I think this oxygen's dropping in temperature. Yeah, I think it's doing it. It's taking pretty much its full capacity, but it is doing a job. We're actually missing an ethanol packet in here. That's fine. Oh, I've got a little bit of salt water in here. Whoops. Also, this is just looping endlessly. I should probably just disconnect this. You know, actually let it fill up. No need to make that cycle for no reason. Although, I'm very tempted to just fill up that last, that last little bit. So actually, instead of doing that, while we're here and we're waiting for this to actually work, I'm gonna... send that back down there. Oh, perfect timing. You guys can build that quickly. Salt water is very, very slowly cooling. This is going to consume a fair amount of power. But I'm sure it'll be worth it. We have all the pipe pre-built in here. Except We don't have an exit. I mean, I guess we could use this as the exit. That's fine. Because we can still access all of this. This water's getting nice and hot now. We're still dumping the oil in here? Why? I probably shouldn't have yellow alerted these pipes. We've got exactly the wrong people doing this job. So I think we just need to let in one block. Oh, okay, that was too many. Okay. Yeah, that'll do. Then we just need to... Oh, hold on, that's really bad. Okay. My apologies. We don't want the ethanol to heat up in there. That's just stupid. We actually need to plumb some stuff as well. Meanwhile, this is still filling up with hydrogen. Right, okay, you can stop now. Ah, now we're in the same situation as we were in before. God damn it. Well, we'll just let one blob in. We want this to be insulated pipe. Right, there we go. That's correct now. So we can disconnect that. And I'll leave this... I think then we can just disconnect this. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So I think we just need to leave this running. I think that's pretty much finished. So now I guess this isn't gonna be finished for a while. I kind of want to wrap up because it's getting late and it's not really a huge amount going on at the moment, I'll admit. Did we explore over here? We did. Doesn't look like there's too much of interest over here, that's fine. Okay. The oxygen, at least, is cool now. The temperature has dropped drastically. So that should help the base temperature drop drastically. I like it. Got loads of food stored up. It's all staying cold. We've got half the things done, at least. So we can start giving people more of them. There we go. You guys can grab all of those for now. Then in terms of reed fiber, we still have 27 units left. So probably not quite enough for carpet tiles yet for all the bedrooms. Who knows? Who knows what to do with all that reed fiber? Looks like we've got polluted water in here again. Looks like it is off-gassing. Need people to come back in here. The sand will operate this and boil this polluted water. Yeah, cooling this salt water down is going to just take a considerable amount of time. But the oxygen cooling is already happening. This is coming out colder already. Although these ones just aren't really being used very much. The problem is, this area here is still very hot. This is where the heat is actually coming out. The thing is, the heat doesn't matter when it's not going into the base. So I think this is still the correct thing to do. Yeah, you're going to be doing that for another 5 cycles, probably. Oh, hold on. What's going on with this oil? So, it looks like the bottle emptier isn't working as intended. The oil isn't making it out there. So let's try solving this quickly. Good old yellow alert time. See what happens with this. Because I just want to vacuum here so the heat isn't transferring. So what's going to happen? I think that just deleted the liquid. And what we want is we just want the oil to come out here. I think I want to do this first. That is buildable. I'm so glad that you can still build tiles diagonally. Yeah, we're starting to get the map clear as well. Starting to clear a bit more space. Oh my god, there's another natural gas geyser down there. So that's actually 3 on this planet. That's very good. But it means we're probably actually going to want to extend this up to have a 4th one, aren't we? We're probably just going to extend this whole room upwards, and then we'll have room for like a battery bank. That sounds good. Okay, so I can tile this in as well. We're gonna go to cycle 206. You're starving. You're fine, you'll get something to eat. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, this oxygen's starting to get nice and chilly. Only thing is, these pipes aren't insulated. I should have insulated these pipes. Because the gas is cold in here, but it's exchanging all of its heat by the time it gets in here. So we're still getting pipes full of hot oxygen. This one isn't actually going anywhere. I mean, really, I think at this point I would have to insulate all of these pipes. So I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to turn all of the electrolyzers off. We're just going to consume... Oh, hold on. We're going to consume all of our gas stocks. Over time. And then when we're out of hydrogen and out of oxygen, we'll come in here and replace the pipes somehow. Oh, how are we going to do that? I mean, we do need to insulate these pipes in the long term, otherwise this cooling is mostly just going to be wasted outside the base. And what we can do, what we can at least do to start is just insulate all of this. At least we have lots of insulated rock. Oh, igneous rock, not insulated rock. It's a funny one. So yeah, I guess for now we just need to insulate as much of it as we can. And this pipe is the one that's actually feeding the base. So we'll just do that quickly. Oh. I suppose it doesn't matter once it gets inside the base. So we can cancel... We can cancel this. We can cancel this. Well, that one's actually... Guess we'll keep this one in... No, we don't need to do that. That should do. Yeah, I think I'll leave it there. And this one, I don't know where this oxygen's going. It might just be hot oxygen we send somewhere. We might even just use this to make oxalite. Thing is, we don't have a gold volcano, so that's probably not super viable. I'll take plastic. Sure. That'll do. Now I can extend this ladder all the way down here. Sounds good. That one can be yellow alert. So yeah, hopefully we can consume all this gas fairly quickly. I thought I was being really smart, laying everything out in advance, but I guess I didn't figure out exactly what would be needed for cooling the oxygen. So the hubris has kind of come back to bite us. But I'm hoping eventually the effect that will have is it will cool the hydrogen as well. Like if the pipe's leaking heat anyways, maybe that will happen. And I imagine what we'll do is to break into here, we'll just break in through these walls. To break into here, we'll just break down these walls and ladder in. That sounds doable. Okay. So I think what I can do is I can deconstruct this. That'll let the oil out there. Then I can deconstruct this. Then I think I could deconstruct this. Or maybe at this point I just wait until the... I think I just wait until the water evaporates, and then it'll just be steam in here, and then we should get the full locking effect. So long as the heat doesn't get conducted out of here too much. Which it shouldn't. The meantime, how much power is that consuming? So, thermal Aquatuner's not doing anything. Cycle 203. Cycle 204, we turned them on. That's consuming most of our power. And yeah, now it's consuming even more power. But in terms of power generation, we're getting most of that through the hydrogen generators, which is good. We are getting through our power reserves, and I do want to spend all this hydrogen. So that's fine. I guess I'll turn this one on because I'm actually using this hydrogen for stuff. I'm still trying to fill this room. So I'll turn that one back on. Who's idle? You're idle. Well, Gordon Bennett. I guess. Build those. This water is gradually cooling down. It's taking an absolute age. I mean, there's so much water in here that makes sense. But the net of that is eventually we'll just be able to pump gas in here and it'll just immediately get to whatever temperature this block's at. This is kind of a poor substitute for supercoolant, but at least we have it. You know what? You know what actually makes sense? Build these ladders out of sedimentary rock. There you go. Yeah, you guys are fine. Got 6 left. Where are the snazzy suits? Where are they? They're just far away. It's fine. Let's get people to keep wearing these. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I guess it's going to take you a while to build all that insulated pipe. Yeah, I think I'm going to wrap it up here. Because we got what we want it done. We're cooling the oxygen, we're cooling the salt water here, so we can cool other gases that we want super cooled here. Eventually. We are going to need a break into here at some point. Oh, that's not working as intended, is it? No. We'll just leave this amount of oxygen for now, or hydrogen for now. But yeah, I think this is going to be something we're working on for a little while. And the net of it is that we're not going to grow as many of these plants as we were going to. But ultimately, we're going to start running out of polluted water here soon, anyways. So I'm going to need to start actually cooling water to go into the base as well. If we're going to do that. But yeah, I'm going to wrap it up. So I'm going to see you later. Have a good one, and I may be back later this weekend. But yeah, ta for now.